When I start making a dress, there's so many considerations, and it's funny because I talk to my interns about this. When I'm standing in a room staring into space and it appears that I'm spacey, instead, I think it's highly relevant to think, I wish I could graph out what's going on. First, I'll think like dress, and then from dress comes a million thoughts, always as abstract as possible, because you can always, just like with a meal, better to have too much food than too little food. The same applies. But I'll think of dress. So then I'll think of a ton of different kinds of dresses, but then you have to think about the season, you have to think about who's going to see the dress, you have to think about the budget, you have to think about what other applications divergently in your life you could use this dress for something, but you shouldn't even be thinking about what fabric you're going to use until you've examined what's going on in your surrounding environment and how you can use this piece that you're working on to best communicate to the majority of those. No one, no matter how good your work is going to show up at your house and invite you to have the best job ever. So you just need to get involved in as much as possible in your community and branching out of your community. The more your name is out there, the better for you. Charleston Fashion Week is essentially a local fashion week sponsored in the downtown city of Charleston. And it's exciting and a city of note and a show of note just because it's an East Coast juried competition where 16 designers get in, and the competition is stiff. And if you win, the benefits would be that Elle Magazine and Marie Claire Magazine feature you. So it's really exciting, and I cannot wait to take part. My career, the plan is to go somewhere between the land of academia and the red carpet success. I just plan on continuing to do more and more commissions for more and more recognized people. I constantly pursue interesting interviews. My plan is just in the same way that you could pick up this Versace book, and I mean, I don't own all this Versace stuff, I just own this book. I'd like there to be a Marie Cordella book. That's where I'm going.
Well, I studied in Prague 2 years ago. I took a fashion and costume studio and fashion illustration. I was there for 3 months, and ever since I've been there, or since I've come back, it's been a huge inspiration just for everything I do. Just the architecture and all the stories they had behind it. I loved the black and gold that was everywhere in the buildings, and that's reflected in my collection. The way the city looked after a huge snowfall, it was just really classic and beautiful, like things I hope to design. Here's where I keep everything once I've finished it so that no one messes with it. This is a jacket that's lined in lame, and it's laser cut with this motif I've been using throughout that's referencing the cobblestones and dappled light. And then this jacket, I hand cut all the circles for it and then sewed them all on. After I did this one, I did another one that was laser cut circles, which you can see in this dress. These were all laser cut and then appliqued on. I also have, this skirt was what I entered in for my application for Charleston Fashion Week. It's laser cut and then gold leafed on the edges with a lame and chiffon underlay. I design more for fantasy me than really what I would actually wear. I mean, I'm a really casual dresser, but I'm really attracted to the old style of dressing, and I guess if you knew what the inspirations were for all of my stuff, you can tell who I am. But because I'm attracted to childhood stories and just the fantasy aspect of fashion.
It's a lot of work. Basically, you just want to, kind of do all your drawings first of what you want to make, and then it kind of changes along the way sometimes. I think you have to do what you like, and you have to have your own kind of vision. They don't want to see something that they've seen before. So what I think the judges a lot is probably innovation, creativity, something different. This is the kind of vest slash jacket slash dress thing that's over here. And then this is the blazer. It's not done yet. It needs to be there. I'm going to be very nervous in Charleston. This is like a huge deal. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe my stuff will get picked up by Saks or Neiman Marcus, or I don't know, or be in a cool magazine.